Alright, hey guys, this is Wars 10 and 11. I'm gonna try to upload War 12 as well when I can. And yeah, we're starting off here on path 1. I have a Korg with Doom, and it's really nothing to worry about. It's a very simple fight. Yeah, the goal here is to take down his rocks and then throw a special 3 and then get a special 2 off, and those incinerates with the Fury will be hitting very hard. You can also just throw special 2s as well if you wanted to. I just prefer to do a special 2 because it's more efficient in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just trying to get his rocks off. He does that weird sending thing. The regen buffs are going to give you a lot of power, so it's very easy to build to special 3. And obviously Doom has energy hits, so he does not take his Korg's thorn damage, which is, damage back. It's like reflection. So yeah, you can see how much the regions are feeding me, and I got the special 2 very easily. And yeah, see how strong those incinerates are taking him. He's down. It's actually funny, in this war I was told to put recoil on after Korg, and I put recoil on at the start, and I was like, oh shit, I have to fight this Korg, so I took them off. Took the Korg and I put them back on. That was the pause of the video just now. Yeah, I just cut that part out because I didn't want to show the whole switch. But yeah, recoil is on now. I have this Sabertooth with Warlock. He's also got not much to it. It's Masochism. That's the only node you really want to pay attention to. He does have Conduit, but Warlock is going to heal block him. And as he tries to regen through either Conduit or his own regen, so he's just going to get more drained. So it's a really good matchup. I do have power backs, but that's mainly for the next fight. It was a Guardian on 20, which an officer unfortunately died to, and I was on cleanup duty here, so yeah. This Guardian, I'm building a special 2, and then I'm going to wait out the armor lock from the node. And then, since with infection, Warlock will get his armor break, the Guardian can't auto block it, so it's a very good matchup and very safe. I do have the advanced power boost still, and that's obviously going to be a really big help here to manage strike counter. I think the White Magneto pre-fight is helpful, but it's not very extremely needed, because without it, since you're parrying so much, you're also getting more chances to parry, so you're getting your infections up a little bit easier. Because of his buffs, like the regen and the armor up, my infection is running out very fast, and I didn't realize it, and that was honestly my fault, and I thought I would die here because this was very stupid. And when these things happen, you just have to be patient, and improvise, do your best. Obviously, I didn't see that coming. I'm doing my best to manage the strike counter right now, as I was before. He has a few furies though, but I'm building my power up through parries, and I'm also giving infection through parries, so it's like a 2-in-1 win. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the Masochism. Once that's down, I can throw my special 2, and the armor breaks will actually stick, rather than being shrugged off by Masochism. That would be another big mistake, which I can't afford here. I did try to do a light medium to a special, but I guess it didn't connect the medium. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, after that it went down easily. Yeah, that's just like a lesson, don't ever panic if you mess up an original game plan. Just focus up, do your best to build back up. Okay, and then here is section 2. I have this bishop. I was told to use Ultron here because he can attack during both the debuff phases. And I also thought maybe to use Warlock because he would he'll also be great here. Since it's my only fight, the shocks are not that bad, but I ended up going with Ultron because his safety is top notch. Like, if Bishop hits you with a special 2, obviously not the goal, then you would regen it because he regenerates energy damage. And if bishop ends up throwing a special one into your block, those incinerates will not tick for much. I'm doing a block and then dex instead of doing a full dex because it's just much safer. There's always that chance to eat the last hit. I did also use an invulnerability boost here. I can't talk. That was just for added safety because these last wars are pretty close, and yeah, I wouldn't say it was a waste. I would just say it was redundant here, considering how comfortable I was with the matchup. Yeah, anyways, I have this tigra here. I always use an invul boost if I feel it's needed, regardless of what, if it's not assigned, I'll still use it because it's safer. So I used one here just for added safety, and also used a special 3 advanced boost. And this fight is actually pretty hard, to be honest, unless you're ignoring power stings, which didn't want to do that, at least not completely. I was ready to use a special during the power sting if it came to that, like, emergency, but otherwise, no, you don't really want to eat those because they add up. So I do have the 2 read pre-fights. The Petrify is to help control her power just a little bit, and the debuff Cypher is in case she throws that random unblockable special 2. Here I'm in the corner, so I just dex to get my Fury from special 3 and throw that. So yeah, from here I do have the Mystic Power Back boost, so I'm just going to use a lot of lights to prevent her from getting that next bar of power. And yeah, she's just gone. She's lights out. I boosted really high for that fight. And then here is just a Sasquatch with the torch. It's a really easy fight. My advice to you for this one would be don't force an intercept. That would be the biggest advice, because I've seen people try to force an intercept and they get parried, or they get they get caught off with it. And don't force it. Just play natural, play calm. It might even say 0 damage at times because of the protection in his own innate reductions and resistances, but don't worry about it. See the 0 right there? Don't worry about it. Build your smolders, build your charges, everything. Just play slow. If you see an opportunity, then take it, because if you force one, I promise you it won't end well. There we go. See, I found one. And yeah, I'm not doing any of those swipe back and forth with intercepts. That's too risky. It's much better to play safe. Yeah, you can see it's going down really fast because I'm boosted high. I have my special 3 saved just in case. I'm not going to use it unless I need it. And because I have this bear running, his regen is going to be cut down. And it actually disappears once you've passed the limit of reduction and goes into reversal. So yeah, that was a quick fight. And yeah, like I said, don't force an intercept. And last year I have a Killmonger, which is really nothing fight with Doom. I healed up a little bit just for safety, which I always do. And I think I put a regen boost just for his reverb, because even though Doom does have the armor up, due to mighty charge, he will shrug it. So there's gonna be times when you take unavoidable reverb damage. So yeah, for this fight you want to prioritize your armor breaks, and you don't want to force an intercept. As I said before, you take an intercept before a special 3 or a special 2. In my case, I'm going for special 3 first because I have Mystic Power Backs and they're going to build me up with the Fury. And because of how big I'm boosted here. Here I did a light intercept and I chained a heavy through it because, I wanted the armor break. And Killmonger has this ability where he gains more power per debuff. So I'm trying to take advantage of that here by pushing him to, more power. And I didn't want to intercept until he's empty on power, because otherwise he does have the unstoppable in his block thing, so that's very risky. And he can also throw a special while you're trying to intercept, so you don't want that. So my advice to you would be, bait, make sure his power's not so he can use a special. It doesn't have to be completely empty, but not to where he can use one. And then get your intercept, throw your special 3, enjoy the power backs, and to watch him out. It was very unfortunate here that he dashed in. I'm trying to tap my special here, but it's just not working. I don't know why. Maybe it was the input or what was it. It's very frustrating having game issues. But it's whatever. Doom is tanky and I did boost pretty high. So yeah, that's the end of this fight and the end of my war. So thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. I'll try to get War 12 out when I can. But yeah, it's just been pretty busy.